Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. Today promises to be a very interesting one as we're going to be talking about quite a number of things. First, what the president is up to. There's a lot of gist coming from the Senate, actually. People, and as usual, the usual defectors that we all know. That the way they do their things in the National Assembly. Also, there's update coming from Nigeria's what's the word now? Career and non-career ambassadors that we're going to be talking about. Those are things we're going to be talking about. Also, there's a lot from security agencies, the EFCC, the NDLEA, the number of them doing all sorts of things. So that and other things we're going to be talking about. Also, there's a lot of sports updates. AFCON is in a couple of days. We're going to be giving you updates on that. Also, we know that I think Carabao Cup was the quarterfinals, or most of the quarterfinals also were concluded yesterday. We'll talk about that and a couple of other things around the world. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. This is the Bomba, where we give you everything politics, sports, entertainment, and everything else in between. My name is Oladolupo, and with me in the studio today is Just Fola.
Hello, everyone. Hope we're having a good and wonderful and tremendous Thursday.
You're done?
Yeah, I'm done.
I see.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I don't have any backup today. It's just really sad.
So
I don't have any backup today. I will have been here. That was a nice one. I have all of this for days.
Sadly.
It's fine.
Sadly.
It's fine.
You have stuck with me today. There's no way you're going. Anyway, so we're going to be talking about quite a number of things. First things first, let's just get some things out of the way. The president met with Niger Delta leaders and is vowing that he's going to defeat terrorism and banditry, basically. And I think that is really interesting because that's basically Nigeria's major thing that is plaguing Nigeria at the moment. So, so the leaders of the Ogbia community of Bayelsa State decided to visit the president, and it actually just makes sense that that's what is on the front burner and that's what they're going to be talking about. So just wanted to breeze through that. But anyway, one of the major things that I really wanted us to talk about, and this is an update from yesterday evening, there was news that broke that the NMDPRA boss, Ahmed Farouk, who has been under the fire when it comes to Mr. Dangote for the past couple of days, has now announced, or from the State House, there was a press release that this particular person had resigned. Also, there was the resignation. There was talk of resignation of the NUPRC as well. That's the Nigerian Upstream Regulatory Commission. So basically, there's the upstream and downstream. So basically, both of them are gone. The interesting part for me is, number one, there's all these allegations that we had talked about that somebody needs to say something. They're too grave to just keep quiet about, just let it slide. And then from his own side, from the presidency, there's quite a number of at least he's your appointee at the end of the day. So, but then he now came out with a statement saying that that he's clean, and then there's really nothing. He doesn't have anything to hide, basically. And I think it kind of made sense at that point. But then, less than 24 hours after the statement, there's a resignation. There's an announcement of resignation, and it's not even just an announcement. According to the State House press release from the presidential spokesperson, the president has already asked the Senate to confirm 2 new executives for the agencies already. And isn't that just
the timing is pretty odd.
Exactly.
Let's just put it that way.
Exactly.
The timing is really odd. I think it could be, I have a couple of things to say. First is that Dangote won this bout clearly between him and Mr. Farouk. I don't know what problems that they have, but it looks like Dangote has clearly won. But I think the timing of the resignation or retiring is odd because it could mean two things. It could mean that either Tinubu is fed up with the whole drama between,
and he's saying, you know what,
just let's just end it here before it becomes something that we can't control. And besides, he only has like a month left. I think you mentioned that he only has like a month left. So him staying in would have just
would have just dragged
it till January. So, and it could also mean that there are actually some truth to the allegations that Dangote is making.
Because really and truly, I think that those allegations are really serious. However, we can also look at it from the angle that the NUPRC, which would say is not in the mix of this drama, the man too has also resigned. But like you said, could it also be the president giving them a soft landing and say, you know what, go and resign?
Yeah.
But if that is the case, which I'm not saying that is the case, isn't that even wrong in itself? Yeah. Because it's almost like as if
giving them a pass.
Yes, a pass for wrongdoing. Because whether you are at the job or you're not at the job, there really should be consequences for actions. Take, for example, Mr. Emefiele. Mr. Emefiele is no longer CBN governor, but there's a lot of allegations against him that he has to answer for. Yeah. Do you understand? So I don't think resigning does anything to these allegations. Yeah. I don't think it makes any difference. If we really want to do the right thing for once in this country, I think that it should be investigated. Yeah. Maybe him should be investigated, and then if it's cleared of any wrongdoing, and then we move on from there. There's no drama from that. I really honestly think that Mr. Dangote, I hope that he has evidence to all this, because those claims are really hefty.
Very serious.
They're really serious. So I really, really hope that he too has credible information. But I don't think someone like Dangote will come out. But, well, we never can say at the end of the day. Anything is possible for anybody. But I'm still talking about, wrongdoings and all that. First thing is, we had said it that the EFCC seems to be pretty busy. We know that there was a detention and an arraignment of former governor and former minister Chris Ngige. Now the court has still upheld that he should still go on administrative bail, so he is no longer in jail anymore. I think he was remanded in Kuje prison. I'm not sure. He's no longer in jail, but he also has to look for a civil servant. Though, there's some bail conditions that he has to that has to make sense at this point for his bail to be complete. But also, if we move from that, so at least it's safe to say that Mr. Ngige is not going to do Christmas in jail.
Good for him.
Was the one that might do Christmas in jail. But on the other side, if he's not Christian, he might not really.
I think anybody would rather be at home during Christmas period.
I'm just saying, like
whether he's Christian or not.
If you're not Christian, it might not matter so much.
I'd rather just be at home and not in jail. Any period, any holiday period on a normal day, I'll just rather be at home.
And this one is talking about the former Attorney General of the Federation, who the court today has upheld his detention. I know that a couple of days ago there were talks of him through his spokesperson saying that it's high time the EFCC arraigns him or they release him, that his continued detention is not lawful and all that. Anyway, there were a court today and the court has come out to say, you're staying where you are. The EFCC had talked about how there was ongoing investigation and all that, but the Federal Capital Territory High Court today in Abuja has upheld the continued detention of the former Minister of Justice and Attorney General Abubakar Malami. The presiding judge dismissed Malami's application seeking bail from custody, saying that his detention was lawful. And I think that this is really horrible, and I think this is sad, especially for someone that was Minister of Justice at that point. It was probably the highest placed lawyer in the whole country. Yeah, it's the Attorney General of the Federation. So it's sad that this is another of Buhari's ministers that is in jail, and for someone that is an SAN that was immediate past Attorney General of the Federation, and you now wonder, like, is it that you didn't do okay before you say that I'm teaching people bad things? As the Attorney General of the Federation, you should know the law.
Yeah.
And you should know, even if you want to break the law. And I'm not saying that he's completely... these are allegations.
You would assume that a lawyer would know...
You get... Even if you want to do some things, you would...
To find loopholes. I mean, that's the basis of studying the law. Like, you go into the courts to find
it is
loopholes to get
beyond reasonable doubt. That's how you see people that have committed capital offenses walk. It's not because they didn't commit the crime. It's that their lawyers they're good and they could prove it. Do you understand? Yeah, I'm wondering, like, Uncle, which school did you go to?
At this point, he might need to get his certificate back because they did not teach him well at all.
Do you get, like,
at all?
And you wonder, and again, I say, I'm not. This is just for educational purposes. Let's go back to Mr. Emefiele and all the allegations of wrongdoings, of money misappropriation and all that. For someone that is an economist, it's probably as CBN governor, you're the highest placed, or it's assumed that you are the smartest banker in the whole of Nigeria. Assumed, yeah, but you're the highest placed banker if we think about it in that regard. Even if, for educational purposes only.
Again, please, let's just put that as a note.
I have a mantra. It might be good or bad, but what is worth doing at all is worth doing well. If you want to, this allegedly, steal the money and clean it in such a way that it will be very difficult to be caught.
Like, these are the things that they studied.
Do you understand?
These are the things that they studied.
If someone like a layman like me, they say, oh, it's a rookie mistake.
Yeah, you don't understand that. If it was other,
what are you doing?
This you have a degree and you went to school for how many years?
For example, one of the so-called issues, or one of the issues that Mr. Malami has, is the issue of the Abacha loot. So there is a story that monies that our grandfather from beyond that passes on to us from time to time was brought back to Nigeria. Most of the time when some of those monies are returned, they are they're asked to be used for like strict things. I remember, I think it was Buhari's time, there was one that I followed that I can't remember, it was the UK, that the UK had mandated that it had to be used for infrastructure, and I think it was one of the monies that was used to complete the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Even though I was a bit pissed, I'm like, why is our money? Why are they now going to dictate to us
what we're going to do with it?
Why are we not even having the conversation of why did you keep?
Yeah, why do they have it in the?
No, these people, take for example, Abacha took that money there and kept it there. If you really knew that money was not good money, or was not clean money, why did you hold on to it? And you were probably in your banks and you were probably using it to make money and all that, which I have a feeling is one of the reasons why some of these times they don't want to repatriate those funds, because there's so much and it's helping their own economy and their banks and all that. Anyway, so one of the issues is that after one of this loot was returned to Nigeria, it was also said that Mr. Malami allegedly and some other people misappropriated the loot that was already misappropriated before. And then you now wonder, like, what are you doing?
It's just a sad.
It is really sad. It is really extremely sad that's where we are at a point, and then to now worsen it happened at in a situation where Buhari was supposed to be known for anti-corruption and all that, and there's so much it looks like there's so many allegations against him, although there's also now the conversation about how the man Buhari was really he really wanted to I feel that the man was a bit slack, and some people seem to have just
take advantage of
it, and exploited it. But we'll definitely see where this matter is going. But it's obvious that I don't know when. Let me confirm when the case has been adjourned to be sure if Mr. Malami might just be still in custody. He's been in custody since December 8th.
Yeah.
Even though we don't know when that case was adjourned to, but it's just possible at this point that Mr. Malami might just be spending the holidays,
Yeah, I think one thing about this case that I would say I like, or I don't know if that's what to use, is the rule of law prevailing in instances like this, where even people that are practicing the law are doing some illegal things, and the rule of law is actually the one that is like succeeding in these things.
At this point,
because we live in a country where it's pretty obvious the rule of law doesn't stand in
most
pertaining
instances.
to some people.
Some people, yes,
most especially politicians.
Yeah.
And you would assume that this Mr. Malami is affiliated with a lot of powerful people that can get him off these what's it called, allegations
I get your point.
So the rule of law prevailing is actually really good, and it's a step forward for
and I know that adding to that, in fact, his spokesperson has even accused the EFCC chairman of being biased, and that it's a witch hunt. In fact, they went on to everything is always a witch hunt. Everything is always a witch hunt. Like, it's a thing. Now, if that one doesn't work now, because it doesn't look like that angle is working, I can bet it in the next 1-2 weeks, Mr. Malami will fall ill.
That's the next one.
Is that not their MO? First, it's because he wants to be governor. That's why they're witch hunting him. When did I see that? Okay, it looks like that angle is not working. He will suddenly fall ill.
Plan 1, plan A, plan B.
They are always
C.
falling ill, and I'm like, you're never ill when you're at home. It's when they are now called to answer for
your crimes.
That's when you suddenly fall ill. You will see. We'll be here. Then they will now go to court and say that he needs to get bail so that he can be treated. They will suddenly find one illness for him. Is it not our way? Anyway, moving on from that and moving from all these court issues. So there's quite a number of things that I wanted to talk about, but something actually just popped in my head, and I don't know why I didn't add it to the headlines. And it's a conversation on social media people have been having the past couple of days, and they're talking about especially Lagos and the whole Dirty December thing. And I've seen a lot of people complain about the cost of things these days. I saw a video of a celebrity where she complained, where she said before she left Nigeria a couple of days before, and she had braids that was done for 70,000. Yes, and don't look like that.
Naira.
Yes.
Okay.
So, in the real sense of it, 70K for braids is ridiculous.
Wait. I wouldn't claim to know much about the female fashion and hairstyles, but is it that the price of the braids? Because I know workmanship is a different.
No, that's the workmanship for
70,000.
Yes.
For.
Okay, so let me put it when it comes to hair in context.
I know you buy braids separately now.
Yes, you buy the attachment. It's not braids.
Okay, you buy the attachment. Sorry, you buy the attachment.
Yes. So when you buy the extensions and then you make, so I think that generally it depends on location.
70,000.
Okay, so I think that 70,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
even though she also said it too, but depending on where you're making it.
Yeah, I mean, if you make it on the island and certain places,
And some certain
island,
places,
it's definitely
70,000. That is might not be ridiculous. Truth is that, okay, take for example now, this one on my head was done for about 35,000. That is minus the extensions. There are a lot of people that will feel that is ridiculously expensive. Like, there are places that I will go to in this Lagos that I'll probably make it for half the price.
Yeah.
If not lower than that.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, yes, we'll say it's location. But now, according to our own video, she is now saying that you made the hair for 70K. Even though she acknowledges that it's expensive, but she paid it. Now, she sells extensions. So she now said she got a customer that bought extensions, just got back to Nigeria for the holidays, and is asking her, oh, where did you make your hair? Recommend your hair so they can do mine as well with these extensions I just bought. And she calls her hairdresser, and the hairdresser says, oh, it's 200K that she's going to collect
my goodness.
For the exact same hair. She's now leaving, and said she blasted the person that, are you joking?
Yeah.
I said, oh, it's December that she has to make. I'm like, what difference does it make? It doesn't make it's, and I think that we're getting to a point where people will begin to say, okay, what's the point? Now, if another practical example, I have about 2 or 3 examples. Another practical example. So I have a friend that was complaining yesterday. Said she was waiting for a cab at Awujale, but she was going to 7 Up area. Yeah. Which said in the evenings, it takes, if you're taking a cab, it takes about 1,500. 1,215. I said at this point she was just fine with it. She got there and they said it was 2,500. And she's like, wait. In the past couple of days, your excuse all the time is, oh, fuel is expensive. Yeah. Fuel is now cheaper. Drastically dropped. What's the excuse? Oh, there is traffic. Said she now opened her Google Maps and said, nah, there's no, that the road is free. I said, oh, the man says, oh, Google Maps lies. Oh, really? I said she was so pissed that she opened her phone, got a cab hailing service, paid 7,000 home, but that she didn't care. But that, why am I going to even be squeezed up in such a place for such a ridiculous amount of money? And exactly, when you air now, it's December.
Yeah. Like, why would you? What does December have to really
I don't know. I saw a video, and this was a while ago, where some lady that was doing content was complaining about how she was coming to Nigeria in December, but this was October, so she wanted to pay for the Airbnb, and then she knows that matter has gone. And he said that the manager said no, that she can't pay here too because they don't have new prices here. Say, okay, what's causing the new price? Said, oh, it's December, because even if I collect your money now, I'm going to return it because it won't be the same rate anymore. In December. Because what is changing the rates?
I think sometimes it's there's a term that they have for these people, the returning people from abroad.
IJGB.
But
it's not fair.
It's not fair, but like, we live in a country where everybody's always trying to get what's the word? What's the phrase?
Take advantage of you.
And
it's just
like,
wrong.
They say, what's it called? The shortlet is about, like, I saw a video on TikTok where an actual real estate agent was complaining about the hike of prices himself. He was saying some shortlets would be about 20,000 on a normal month, and in December it's about 50,000-60,000.
Oh yeah, I saw someone complain. I'm saying that that the people they're collecting shortlets that normally go for maybe like 250,000 are going for as high as 700,000.
And I think it's because of this.
But at the end of the day, the influx of these people bring a lot of money into the economy. Bring, personally, for people that render a lot of services, they're selling a lot more. Yeah. So why not use that as turnover, which automatically you will still make more. Like now, I don't think there's any Airbnb I will use Lagos as example. That is probably, it's going to be really difficult for you to get Airbnbs now in this time.
Definitely.
Why? Because maybe as someone is leaving, another person is coming.
Yeah.
That turnover alone would make you a lot more money than, let's say, okay, you add maybe a little bit more because there's a lot of usage of your appliances and amenities that need to be serviced and replaced from time to time. But you're still making a whole lot of money more than what there are probably people that have Airbnbs that it probably sat there for 3-4 months and it didn't make any money. So make it make sense, because now that you have customers, you now want to exploit, because I see it as nothing but exploitation.
That's the thought process of half Nigerians. And also because these IJGP people, when they come here, they're not really aware of how the prices are normally.
But
so they'll just pay whatever.
But it's unfair. It's actually still unfair to them.
That's the reality that we live in.
It's still people's hard-earned money
Yeah.
that they saved up.
Yes.
That I'm coming for holidays. It doesn't make any sense. And if you're not careful, people are becoming very aware now.
Yeah.
If you're not careful, some people like, you know what? Let me just carry our dirty December to another country, because it's not making any sense anymore.
I really think that would be best.
It's not making sense anymore.
Yeah.
And for people that are in Lagos already, I really don't know what you people are always looking for in Lagos. I don't know, because I think that it's not more than the clubs and maybe the raves that happen. I get it.
And
I get it.
All these things are they are in itself, they are exhausting. Like I'm not a party person.
But because explain to me how the coastal road that they just opened, they're still fixing it.
Yeah.
But they just opened it just to ease traffic.
And there's still traffic.
How is there traffic on coastal road, for goodness sake? Why are we doing what are we doing? What are we doing?
Nothing can be explained in this country.
Like, what are we doing? You know, I really would wish that maybe at times I'm working a job that goes on holiday in December,
so that you know
I'm just out. I'm out of Lagos.
Yeah.
No. Be
take it a step further.
I'm out. I'm telling you.
Yeah, traffic. Yesterday I was in traffic for like 45% of my day yesterday.
Like, you're not wondering, like, well, what are we doing?
Yeah.
You people should stay where you are.
Like,
just stay where you are.
There's nothing really happening in Lagos, guys. Please, just stay in your America and your England.
But there are a lot of shows.
But no, how much?
You know the funny part. You know the funny part.
Yeah.
I just realized once someone was breaking it down, a lot of shows that are happening in Nigeria now that a lot of, maybe we'll say, Nigerians in diaspora go for the shows of Whiskey and Davido and Alabi and all that. You know that now they're realizing that this year those shows are now even more expensive in Nigeria
than abroad. Can you imagine?
Like
Olamide's ticket? You were the one that told me that it was like 130,000,
150,000
for one ticket that you're standing.
Standing. But the truth is, let's not lie. See. Let's remove sentiments. Let's remove sentiments. Wait, hold on.
I lived in an era or in a year or in a period where the most you could get for a concert ticket was like 15K, 20K. That's what you'll be paying for concert tickets. Now we're entering 100, 50 to, at that point, it was expensive then, but now.
No, let's be honest.
There's no honesty in this.
Wait.
For me personally, there's no honesty in it.
Remove your own personal bias, and let's look at it from an objective angle. If you want to be outside every day,
man, that's if you have money.
That's what I'm saying.
You can do whatever you will, man.
If you have money and you want to be outside every day, there's a show, there's something that like you will have mad fun. Let's not lie. Especially in Lagos. In fact, outside Lagos now too is a lot of other states are, especially in the southwest, and maybe because security is better in the southwest than everywhere else. A lot of other states too are catching the bug. So let's be honest. It's actually, if that's your thing, coming to Nigeria in December, you would have mad fun.
Yeah, I understand.
So
that.
let's not remove that
Yeah,
part from it.
That's all good.
But
and
is
fine.
it exhausting? Oh,
That's just
is
my
it stressing
point.
the rest of us that don't want to go to those events, that we're just passing the road? We just want to pass.
On a regular day, when you step out, when me personally, I don't know about everybody else, but in a regular day, when I go outside, I'm already, there are so many things that will just make me
Really
want to stay at
exhausting.
home. And you now say you want to be doing dirty. I've not done any dirty this, and I don't think I'm going to do any dirty December at all. Because it's too.
It's
first off,
exhausting.
the
It's
traffic,
exhausting. The traffic is just exhausting.
traffic number one.
So see,
the people number two.
so the reason why I say that, if I had my way, I won't even be in Lagos.
Honestly,
I would not.
I see
I
your
would
point.
not be in Lagos.
I see your
Just
point.
chilling and you know,
Yeah.
but.
Kudos to you
It's,
people.
it's a lot of money that even Lagos state government is going to make. They've tapped into it. Take for example, even the cultural angle of it. Like there's so many shows. Them Adekule Gold. Everybody's doing a show in Lagos. But also, even traditionally, there is the Eyo Festival, which is like the main masquerade of Lagos State. That I don't think it has come out in like 10 years or something, and they're tapping it into this.
When is that?
I think December 27th. That should be a Saturday.
It's going to be so packed that day.
Oh no! Don't bother going to
It's
Lagos
going to be
Island.
so
Don't bother.
Oh
Don't waste your.
I would actually love to go for something like that, but
It would be nice to see. But
I know.
then it's inside Lagos Island.
Oh my
So
God. One of let me not talk. Lagos Island people. Respect to you guys.
Do you understand? It really would be nice to see such a thing, but when you think of all the what's it called, so that's why I said there's so many things happening that you would really find something. There's so many movies in the cinema now. There's always something to do. But at the end of the day, shall make sure you have money so that you don't wash plates. Just have money at the end of the day. But anyway, let's move on from all that, and let's go back to just first another interesting one is just coming out from the National Assembly. So not yesterday, why do I keep saying yesterday? 2 days ago we had talked about the 3 non-career ambassadors that had been confirmed. Now officially, I think that the Senate has officially now confirmed 64 career career and non-career ambassadorial nominees. The rest of the list that
the rest of the short list.
The short list, they've officially now been confirmed. So also now still coming news just dropping from the National Assembly. Now President Bola Tinubu has written to the Senate seeking the confirmation of the National Assembly for the presentation of 2026 annual budget. So he's asking that he's proposing to present the budget to the joint session on Friday. So it looks like tomorrow they're going to be having a plenary of joint session of the Senate and the House of Representatives to receive the president tomorrow at 2 p.m. Also, news just popping up. The federal government has also now announced the reopening of 47 unity schools that were earlier shut down due to security concerns. So they're now saying that they have done a lot of work. So, but at this point, I'm guessing that there's no point to reopen anything anymore. It's basically Christmas. So I'm guessing what they're saying is that by January, everybody is going back to school, which I think is really good news. Because it means that hopefully we do not see any more kidnappings and all those things happening around. So still talking about the National Assembly. The interesting news that these days comes out of National Assembly a lot is the defection, which seems to happen a lot.
Another one.
Really?
I've said it.
Really?
I already said it.
Really?
Last time I was here, I said it.
Anyway, a Kaduna senator from Kaduna South, Katung, has also now joined the APC. That's the Senate. And in the House of Representatives, 4 rep members from River State have now defected to the APC.
Deep birth.
At this point, I don't think we're December 2025.
Yeah.
If we never know what's gonna happen in 2026. We never know if some of these people will go back or something. But if we go by what is happening now, I don't think we will have anybody else left in opposition by the time is time for election.
Yeah.
In 2027.
Yeah. It's going to be really bad.
It's not a good look.
Especially with the fact that PDP is still ongoing their
whole it almost seems like every other party, party other than the APC is going through issues. Yeah. The Labour Party is still fighting, the Abure faction, and there's Peter Obi faction. They're all in courts. The ADC, there's one person that doesn't feel that they feel that them articles want to hijack their party. This other, the baby Kachiko person. You know that there's so many. Everybody seems to have
about
one issue or another.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know, but this has, and this is just allegedly, has President Bola Tinubu's hands written all over it. Why do I say so? Is because look at Lagos as a template. Which opposition party is vibrant in Lagos?
It's PDP.
Where are they? It's almost as if opposition is non-existent in Lagos.
Yeah.
So if we look at that, and who is the bedrock of Lagos politics? So it just looks like he took that template and just made it a national template at this point. Maybe it's one of the reasons why a whole lot of people, even a lot of people in the APC before 2023, did not want him to be president. Because it was almost like, as if, once you make this man president, game over for all of you. last. But anyway, just that's just my own conjectures at that point. Also, interesting news coming from Ogun State. So the selection of a new Awujale of Ijebuland has caused quite a number of conversations. I know we have talked about one particular person, or the person of Kwamwon, that wants to be Awujale. But according to Ogun State government, and the ruling house was said to release, bring out a list of people, and then they do a screening process, and people were supposed to submit their names, and they're saying that about 60 people, 60, have made their interest known in being Awujale. And these days, I think that it becomes more difficult, and this is just me talking, becomes more difficult the longer the person stays there. I remember the Alafin that passed before this new one. The man was there for so long, like all my life I always knew that old man, and I always knew him as old. Do you understand? So even when he died, they were like, oh, that man. And it took Oyo State, I think, over 3 years to finally get a new Alafin that was just crowned a few months ago. Do you understand? Which I have a feeling that is probably, if they're not careful, it's probably what's going to happen with Awujale. So Awujale too, I think before he died, he was the longest serving. He was in his early 20s. Yes.
When he started.
Yes, he was in his early 20s. Same thing with the old Alafin as well. Before they die, they will die in their 90s, in their 80s. So Awujale was the longest serving, I think, monarch in Nigeria, I think in Africa. I'm not sure which one, but this was really, really really old. So like you almost forget that there's going to be another person. Like they've embodied it so much. It's almost like it was like Queen Elizabeth. She was there for so long that you could almost not imagine that somebody else would ever be there again. So and I think that's it. But now the update is that the Ogun State government has said that they cancelled the Awujale selection process. For now, it's on hold because there are a lot of procedural errors. They're saying that if they are continued like that, they might see a spate of court cases resulting from that, and they don't want to do that. So that according to the laws of the land, there are laws that actually govern these things. That so they're going to be sending a new date. So the ruling family is now going to finally come up with another date that they can sort.
Isn't it supposed to be someone within the ruling family that's gonna take?
60 of them.
So 6.
I don't understand myself. Like, how big is the family? That 60 people.
I thought my own understanding of overtaking a royalty throne is the next in line is the what's it called, the son or the
at this point
eldest brother or something.
I don't understand it.
Why are they filling form?
The forms. And even swearing at this point, they'll probably have to swear like affidavits and all those things. but also look at it. The problem is that I don't call it a problem. I think that the whole Obership thing, some of these stools are really, and maybe it's also added to the people that were there before are really revered, that a lot of people want to be kings. If I can't win elections, which when you win election at the end of the day, except you are maybe going to assembly, you're doing 8 years and you're out. But once you become king, you're there for life
until you die.
Even though is the powers you have, they've really they are not like before, and is really confined most of the time to local governments, except maybe like first class kings, which Awujale I think is a first class king as well. So and then there is a lot of respect that comes especially these very revered stools. So if I cannot be governor, I might as well be king. So I think that's the reason. But it's part of our tradition. I just hope that we don't have drama, because
there's bound to be drama.
There's a lot of drama that happens a lot. I think in Oyo, for the Oyo throne, there's still court case. Ogbomosho.
That dude that wrote letter that time, I can't remember. The man that wasn't within the family of the ruling part.
Kwamon.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure it's part of this 60.
I thought he was going to go and apply for this one too.
No, it's not part of the ruling family. I told you that it's not part of them. So it's a lot actually from those angles. I think that at the end of the day, people are just looking for power, regardless, any which way. Because and that I think Ogbomosho too, the throne in Ogbomosho too. Now there's a court case with those things. Well, and every time we talk about it, I'll say that shout out to the Olubadan throne, because at this point there's nothing as organized as it is. Everybody knows their place. There's no story. There's no quanta. Nothing. For these next 46 Olubados know themselves. Everybody knows their position. So there's no story. One dies, the next person moves on. And I think that at times, some of this thing, it might be difficult now to change. But maybe it's something that some of these other thrones need to look into and let's just let those things be cemented. And you wonder, because now for stuff that in Ibadan now, it's been there for years, even before this kind of civilization, but they still found a way to
modernize
and arrange themselves. It's so much sophistication. It's actually something that maybe needs to be looked into. But anyway, let's move on from that quickly. I just looked through. The NDLEA has secured order to detain vessel and crew members over cocaine shipment. So apparently there was a vessel that had, I think, about over 20 kilogram of cocaine that was found in it. Now the NDLEA has officially secured an order from the courts to detain the vessel and all the crew members. I think they said about 20 or 21 of them there. Now, EFCC also arrested a herbalist with $3.4 million and 280,000 euros counterfeit notes. Now, the interesting part of this matter is the question of how did they even find out in the first place? So this man swindled a lady of 26.5 million naira. Yeah. Halima Sani. Now, after she went to report to the EFCC, an investigation started. Then he was said to have now been. They now went to this person's house or residence or something. That was where they now found the counterfeit notes. So first it was the fraud matter. Now there's now
they just added another one to it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what to say, man. How much again? Let me see.
So no, the original
3.4 million.
But they're counterfeit notes when you think about it. But it probably would have gone away with it and spending it. The Herbalists were said to have been arrested at the different shrines in Osun and Lagos states. I just wanted to ask, Mommy, the person that they swindled, what are you self looking for with Herbalists? 20. How do they used to swindle somebody 26.5 million? Okay, maybe when I have such money, I can answer that question.
Amen.
Because
I don't think if I had that amount of money, I'll be giving it anywhere to the Herbalists.
At this point, again, for educational purposes, if you have 26.5 million, except they use, I know that Nigeria is not perfect, but having 26.5 million for someone to swindle off you, you're not doing badly.
It means you probably have a lot more than
even that. If you don't have a lot more than that, just okay.
26 is a lot of
Open
money.
your account and you have 26 million.
Oh no, that's a lot of money.
And what am I going to look for? What does the Herbalists want to do for me?
Double it? I don't know. I don't know.
Does he have it?
I don't know.
At this point, he probably does because he's fake with his fake monies. Anyway, interesting news. Also, the Nigerian customers were also arrested an Austrian who had 2.28 billion naira undeclared foreign currency at Lagos Airport. Because of Dirty December also, now we're going to be seeing all these kind of things. But why would you not? And again, except this money is what's the word now? Is illegal. Because number one, you're not even supposed to carry such cash.
Yeah.
Cash, so he was found. This person was Dubai bound, was on his way to Dubai. 651,505 euros and 800,575,000
I think it's just another case of foreigners gaining from Nigeria's anyhowness. Like, remember the story of that one Ghanaian guy that came into Nigeria without a visa and thought it was just
yeah.
It's like they just think they can.
So they think that they can just
with anything that they want.
Yeah, okay. I get where you're coming from now. So like maybe just do whatever it is and you get away with it. Because it really actually it is crazy actually. Very, very crazy. Moving on from that. For you people that are online that say anything you feel like saying and you think that does not have consequences, you will learn by force. Now, a particular person has now been arrested and detained after he was said to have trolled the content creator's wife. So the guy came back to Nigeria, located this troll, and arrested him.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, you will learn by force. You will learn by force.
Fantastic.
Because I actually wonder, the truth is, it's not everything you see online you agree with. At times you see those things I like.
And
really?
you just move on.
But just move on. Why can't you people just move on?
I think the internet has given people a certain, what's it called?
A false sense of
confidence in saying and insulting people that
F around and find out. You will find out.
Things like this should be happening more.
Yeah.
And it's going to reduce the amount of hate speech online.
Or nonsense that we hear. I totally agree with that. Anyway, moving on, let's quickly do a bit of sports before we get out. Super Eagles captain Ahmed Musa has now retired from international football.
Finally.
What's that supposed to mean? What's
What?
it supposed to
Oh,
mean?
nothing. I didn't say. Did I say something?
Oh wow.
Must
No, you
have
said
been the
finally.
wind. No, it was the wind.
No, it's not.
It was the
We
wind.
don't have
No,
wind
no,
here.
no.
It's a studio.
Don't
It's
worry.
a studio.
I-
It's an enclosed studio.
Don't worry.
We do not
Don't,
have wind.
Miss Dory, don't worry about it. It was the wind. It wasn't me. I don't know what you're
It
talking
was
about. Okay.
Anyway, so as Nigeria's captain, please give us a bit of stats. What
See, I just found this out today.
that
Mr. Ahmed Musa had 111 appearances for Nigeria.
that's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. And guess how many goals he scored?
I don't know. 50.
He has a total of 18 goals for international appearances, and he has 16 assists for Nigeria. And also,
18 goals.
yeah,
What position did he play though?
left to forward, shy in the front line. Let's not.
Okay,
comment.
I will not say anything.
It's fine. But yeah, Ahmed Musa is a Nigerian legend.
Yeah, I think that one thing that I think I remember a lot is not even just his football, is also the amount of philanthropic work that he does for and then once he's on break somewhere, he comes back to Kano State, plays for Kano Pillars. I think now he's the general manager of Kano Pillars and all that. Yeah. So like he does that a lot. He comes back, like maybe he's in between contracts. He comes and then plays. And then he does a lot. I think in that time he doesn't get paid.
And he just plays
for the fun of it. It's also, when you think about it, to keep fit and all those things. But I think that he's really done well for himself as a Nigerian player. That's one person, and that's the second person that is retiring in a couple of weeks. That's the Nigerian.
Who else retired?
What's his Trustekong now?
Ekong. Oh,
yes,
okay.
now Trustekong retired. That was like 2 weeks ago. Now that's the wind too, Abby. That's the wind.
Was my throat.
That's
Sorry.
the wind.
Sorry.
I see.
Was my throat.
Good luck.
Also,
today,
another
bro.
interesting fact about Ahmed Musa, he has the Nigerian to score the most goals in World Cup for Nigeria with 4 goals in 7 appearances.
When you think about it, Nigeria does not go to World Cup a lot.
Yeah, it was that time. I remember that year where he scored 2 goals in a match. It's blurry, but I remember.
I don't know. I don't watch Nigerian football. I don't watch Super Eagles.
I don't either, Miss Dolu, but
I don't bother. I don't even want to find out. But anyway, I'm sure that now they'll be fishing for the next captain, because we don't know who the next captain will be. At least this is the 2 captains that Super Eagles have had in recent times. They've both been. I think that maybe an Alex Iwobi is also one of like the oldest in the camp. One of the I will not be shocked if someone like an Alex Iwobi is the next captain.
Iwobi?
Yeah.
Does he have the Iwobi gets a lot of hate.
But in his defense, he did. But recently, I think his game has actually
I don't think a lot of Nigerians will
gotten better.
I don't think a lot of Nigerians will agree with you on that too.
I think that his game has gotten way better. I think so.
In the Premier League, in Fulham, watching Iwobi playing for Fulham, fantastic player.
Yeah, but even in the Super
player.
Eagles, I think he's been stepping up a lot more than he used to be before. Generally, if you look at it, he's not even getting, even those games that they draw, he's not getting slack like he used to be before. Like he was always like, it will be this, it will be that. But anyway, talking about the Super Eagles, it's official that everybody is in camp. All 28 of them are in camp. I know that I think Victor Osimhen just got into camp.
Yeah, everyone.
A few people didn't get into camp early, but it's official. They're all in camp, and then they've now moved from Egypt. They're going all the way to Morocco now. AFCON is in a couple of days' time. So, shout out to people that are watching AFCON. Please just check your blood pressure, Sha.
Yeah.
Just please, because I remember the last AFCON, people actually died. Please. Oh yes, now did you know?
It's not that serious.
And you know the funny thing was, it wasn't even the finals that we played that we lost to. It was that semi-finals one with South Africa. Yeah. And to think that he actually won that game. I think people should please be careful.
Please, let's relax.
Before you watch Nigerian game, check your blood pressure.
Also, I have a shout for captain. I think Victor Osimhen is going to be the next captain. personally.
Yeah, he has that charisma.
He has the leadership.
He does that.
Charisma.
I think so.
I think
we'll definitely we'll see where that is going from. Also, sadly, an Ecuadorian footballer, Mario Pineda, was shot and killed in the port city of Guayaquil. It was, of course, sadly, I think it's gang wars or something that actually killed him. But quickly before we go, Carabao Cup semi-finals. Between 2 days ago and yesterday, we saw a lot of teams play. We saw Cardiff play Chelsea. We saw City play Brentford yesterday, and we saw Fulham play Crystal Palace. No, sorry, this Newcastle yesterday. And I think that a lot of people's predictions came up that Chelsea was going to beat Cardiff, which I feel that Chelsea had the easiest of the games of all four. Man City they seem to be in a good form now. They defeated Brentford.
I have a question for you.
They were also at home, and Newcastle also defeated Fulham. I think that game ended 2-1 or something as well. But the last game, I think because of a lot of planning and all, is not happening until December 23rd.
What game
that's the Arsenal Crystal Palace game. That's the quarterfinals game. I think it's going to be at the Emirates, and so I think that one too is going to be a nail biter, because that game now, we know that City is going to face Newcastle.
We know City is
and Chelsea is going to be facing either Arsenal or Palace. We don't know who's going to win. With Arsenal being at home, it might actually, I and this is not even being biased, I think that we might actually maybe see an Arsenal defeating Crystal Palace, and then finally maybe Chelsea gets a chance to defeat Arsenal finally, because at the end of the day, they still haven't found a way to defeat Arsenal in like years.
I think Arsenal is going to be in that final, personally.
A part of me feels it's going to be a Man City Arsenal final.
But also I was going to say Man City definitely, but I remember the last season, I don't know if it was the Carabao or FA Cup, they went out in the semi-final.
Both. They, a lot of these teams, it was Carabao and FA. I think it was Newcastle, Crystal. A lot of these
one of them,
so-called big teams, a lot of them bounced early enough.
So I'm skeptical about the Newcastle City game, but I think Arsenal is going to be in the final.
We'll see, Sha. So you wanted to ask me something?
Yeah, quickly. I was going to ask you, with the form City is in right now, do you think there's a possibility of them winning the league over Arsenal?
Two things for me. I think that I like the form that they're in now. Also, you see Aston Villa is in their mad form as well at the moment. The thing is, two things about being in form is we're just past game 16. So it's still at least 22 games. Are we going to keep up that game? Two, also, whether you are in form or not, the story is, if for City, if Arsenal drops points. Now, Arsenal is leading them by 2 points. As much as everybody is looking at that, Aston Villa, they are only leading Aston Villa by 1 point. 1.
Really?
So, as much as it looks like there's a lot of pressure on Arsenal from City, there's a lot of pressure from Villa on both City and Arsenal. So, John, that dynamic, and I don't know why nobody's talking about Aston Villa right now.
I mean, you wouldn't.
If Arsenal does not lose their games, all City needs to do is drop 1 point, and then they are bounced by Aston Villa as well. So
I think my own argument for that would be
they can't keep it up all season.
I think not for Villa. I think Villa definitely are not going to keep it up all season. That one is for me. But on the City side, Pep Guardiola is very, very used to winning leagues
like this.
He's very used to it.
Anybody that would what's the word now, that would underestimate Pep at the moment is going to be messing up. The only issue that I would say that City has, which I'll say maybe a team like Chelsea also has, and maybe a team like United also has, is as much as they're high scoring teams,
They are leaky at the back.
they are very leaky at
And
the back.
also, Ms. Dolu, remember, January is around the corner.
Yeah.
January
So,
transfer window
so
is
that
it.
transfer window is also
Man
there.
City
So
know
we'll
how to
see.
spend money.
Yeah. Anyway,
So,
we'll see. We definitely will see what's gonna happen with that. But
Yeah.
on the way, on that note, that is all we able to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back again on Monday at 3 p.m. West African time to give you another wonderful edition of the Boomba. Do have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead.